Yo, yo, yo! Hey, it's Rochelle Fordyce. I'm back for my 30-day video challenge. Today is day 13. Oh, and my light is wonky. Oh well. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, I had an idea. Hope this isn't TMI, but I think I'm ovulating today. And so I thought an interesting topic would be whether to parent or not to parent. Well, I have no kids. I'm 39. I don't think 39 is too late. My mother, for example, had her second child when she was 39. Although I'm closer to 39 and a half already, I guess. That said, I kind of doubt that I'll become a mother. Although, who knows? I'm not going to rule it out completely, but it just seems unlikely or doubtful. I've never been the type of person who has yearned for kids. I know there are a lot of people who just can't wait to have kids and start a family, but I've never really had that mindset. Actually, when I think about having a kid or kids, it kind of freaks me out. It kind of makes me scared. I mean, it's such a huge responsibility. Don't get me wrong, I like kids generally. Actually, I've really enjoyed performing for kids as a theater artist, but having kids is another story. I also have huge respect for parents because it's like, holy crap, you're doing this really scary thing, raising human beings and being responsible for them, and it's like a life commitment, pretty much. I feel like if I were ever to have kids, actually, if I did, I think I'd only want one kid. I think two is just drive me crazy for some reason. I don't know why, but just one seems more, more easy to handle. Not that it would be easy, but easier to handle, I guess. More manageable. Yeah. Also, I grew up as an only child for the most part. I have a sister, or technically a half-sister, but she was born when I was nearly 17, so we didn't really grow up together. I moved out of the house when I was 18, and so she would have been not even a year and a half yet, maybe close to a year and a half, but not quite. So I just don't have that experience of having grown up with a sibling. And I think due to that, it's just hard for me to imagine having two kids in a household and raising them at the same time. Or more than two, just one seems familiar to me because of my background, I guess. But anyway, that doesn't really matter if it's pretty unlikely that I'm going to have kids anyway, or a kid, whatever. But like I said, I'm not entirely opposed to the idea. I just am unsure. I mean, it's such a huge, giant life decision. It feels like it should be something you feel really, really, really certain about. And it's one of those things where you want to be like, fuck yeah. You know what I mean? I know some people feel like, I don't know, like life isn't complete unless you have kids or have a family, I guess a biological family. But you can create a family with friends. Really close friends, obviously. Really tightly knit, intimate friends. And by intimate, I mean people you can pour your heart and soul out to. Yeah. Because it's hard to explain. Just because people are related by blood doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be close. There's, a lot of factors that come into play. Just because people are related by blood doesn't mean that they're going to be compatible for interests or what you want to do, what you want to, just do hanging out together. So I guess you could say my biological clock is ticking in the sense that time is running out, but I really don't feel any pressure, at least not yet. I think I'm actually likely to be fertile still. What's really interesting is when thinking about making this video on this topic, I thought about my past boyfriends, and it's fascinating that none of them have kids yet. My husband has 2 kids from a previous marriage, and they're a little older. His daughter is 18, and I think his son is 15. Actually, no, I don't think he's 15 yet. I think he's 14, and he'll be 15 later this year, if I recall. But since he already has been a father, he's fathered 2 kids, I don't think he necessarily is interested in fathering anymore. But that said, I think there might be a possibility that he's curious as to what, like, an offspring between he and I would be like. Mainly, I guess, the thing when I think about whether to have kids or not, the thing that pops in my mind most is whether I'm missing out on an experience that I'm supposed to have as a human. I almost, I guess, think of it like it would be a science experiment or something. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I'd be really curious to see what kind of a parent I could be. But it's still, I don't think, enough to go ahead and become one. So until I reach, if ever, that point where I'm like, fuck yeah, let's do this. I want to be a mom, 100%. I'm in. Then before that happens, I'm out. Because it just seems to be one of those things you want to be 100% on. I don't want to take a chance on, possibly being a really shitty mom because I wasn't sure enough. And besides, it's not like there aren't enough people in the world already. I don't think humanity is going to miss out on me procreating or not procreating or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. Tongue-tied today. But you know what? I'm really curious and interested to hear about you. If you, viewer, have a kid or kids, how did you come to the conclusion of, yeah, I'm going to be a parent? And how's that working out for you? Anyway, yeah, just let me know. I'm curious. Leave a comment or comments, and curious to hear from you. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up at that. Stuff to think about, big life questions. It's a little heavy, but not. Whatever. It's just life, right? So I'm gonna say goodbye for now, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.